You both very much indeed. Thanks for joining us. Now, Cuba is in protest against the government tonight, with thousands marching on the streets. They've called for freedom and an end to the dictatorship as COVID has created hostile economic conditions. The tourist economy's collapsed, food shortages are up, there's anger at the government's handling of the pandemic and the availability of the COVID vaccine in a country with a reputation for generally getting its health service right. So is this a turning point for democracy on the still communist island, or a moment when the state will crack down? Here's Aline McBool, who spent many years engaged with US foreign policy, internal domestic politics and their weakness, and how much is it to do with the US sanctions and the blockade? Sort of tentative remarks from Joe Biden at the end of the film, where he said he's firmly with the people of Cuba, as if that had nothing to do with American foreign policy. Should it have something to do with that? Do you think Joe Biden should move on this one in a way that Obama late in the day started to?
Well, unfortunately, because
Fidel and post-Raul Castro now, we're in Diaz-Canel land, as it were, Miguel Diaz-Canel. Does he have the same authority as the Castro brothers? What do you think he'll do? Just time before we go to whisk you through the front pages, some interesting ones here. The Times says, well, the picture is of Marcus Rashford, and it has now been, it's the mural on the wall that was defaced, but fans have now stuck hearts and messages of support on there. It's in Manchester. So they're sort of coming back with their hearts and letters there. Thousands in hospital each day if the UK is hasty. Bid for normality could see 4,800 daily admissions. Very similar on The Guardian, that same picture of the Rashford mural and the scientists' expectations. Don't forget that the COVID restriction lifting is just in England. We've seen Scotland and Wales say nothing about lifting of restrictions at this time, as we were explaining in the debate a little bit earlier. The Daily Mail has Euros, the fallout. After thugs shames it goodbye to the World Cup bid. They're looking ahead, and freedom, but for how long? And The Sun, interestingly, has got the picture of those three England players who missed their penalties. We've got your back. Fury slurs on three lions, heroes. Wills and the PM lead support for the Aces. And The Mirror, the ugly face of football returns, looking at some of the football thugs from last night. That is all from us for tonight, but thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.